I hope I didn't ruin Jurassic World for you guys. It's still a decent movie, right? First one's better, but anyways. Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about a philosophy and an outlook that I have on kind of mindset and a little bit of like a sales, I guess, kind of strategy too, that has positioned me for a lot of success. I probably learned this when I was 23, 24 years old, and it's allowed me to really go after more deals and source more opportunities. It's allowed me to raise more money from investors. It's allowed me to build out a better team. I mean, it can be applied to a lot of other different things as well. So I want to sit down with you, spend a couple minutes, share this strategy with you, and then think of some ways that we can then implement it in your business so that way you can amplify your success. So this is a strategy I learned really that encompasses the marketing and sales side of things. You know, a lot of people teach courses on sales and sales psychology, and that is very important. If you got somebody in the door, how do you convert them into a buyer? But there's also another philosophy. You can't say the right thing to the wrong person, and you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. Meaning, if they're not a buyer, you cannot craft your words or craft your message well enough to get them to purchase. And at the same time, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. Meaning, even if you mumble and stumble and trip over your words, if they want to buy something, they will still deal with your moron. Meaning, if they want to buy something, they will still deal with my stupidity or your stupidity and still close and still buy whatever they want to buy. And so this philosophy that I'm about to share with you is kind of more encompassed in that. And it's not about converting existing people. It's about casting a wider net. From a sales perspective, I got a phone call earlier today from somebody who's trying to raise money. He's like, yeah, hey, I know a couple of guys. They got some money. I'm trying to raise money from them. And, I can't get them to fund this week and this and that. And I don't know. I just keep on having a kind of conversation after conversation after conversation. I was like, dude, you don't need to sell them on building wealth and multiplying their money, right? You need to talk to more people and sort through people in order to find somebody who has the money. I'll give you an example. So my little guy, my 5-year-old, his name's Hudson. He's kind of like Rain Man with dinosaurs. Like he can name over 100 different dinosaurs. He knows if they're like what continent they're from, what they eat, if they're a ceratopsian or a theropod or like whatever classification of genome they are. He can explain all that stuff to you at the age of 5 years old. And so let me give you this analogy. If Hudson was right here and we were in a room of 100 people and everybody was sitting in a seat and I gave his favorite dinosaur, he's like obsessed with the Therizinosaurus. That's like the long-nailed one on the most recent Jurassic World that, like, spoiler alert, stabs the Gigantosaurus or whatever at the end of it. I hope I didn't ruin Jurassic World for you guys. It's still a decent movie, right? First one's better, but anyways. So Hudson's got obsession over Therizinosaurus. If I gave that to somebody who was in the room and I said, hey, stuff it in your bag or put it under your chair or sit on it or whatever, and I brought in Hudson and I said, Hudson, somebody in this room has your Therizinosaurus. You just need to find out who it is. How quickly do you think Hudson would rip through the room and go back and forth and asking everybody, do you have my dinosaur? 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 Hey, Hudson, so what if we went into a room with 100 people and I gave a Gigantosaurus to one of those people and just one person had it and you had to go and figure out who had it? How quickly would you go to every single person and find out who has your Gigantosaurus? Do you think you could do it super fast? Yeah. Like how fast? Show me how fast you would run back and forth across the room in order to get the Gigantosaurus. On your mark, get set, go. Whoa! You crushed it, dude. he would rip through the room in a matter of minutes and find whoever has his dinosaur, and when he gets to that person, they hand him the dinosaur and he gets his dinosaur, right? Because he's focused on the dinosaur. He's not focused on how many people tell him, no, I don't have the dinosaur. And more importantly, he doesn't try to turn somebody who doesn't have his dinosaur into somebody who does have a dinosaur. They're not a buyer. They're not somebody who has, I don't have it. I don't have what you're looking for. Stop trying to talk to me. But as adults, what do? Hey, do you have my dinosaur? No, I don't have your dinosaur. Are you sure you don't have my dinosaur? Why don't we go and grab lunch or a cup of soup and talk about whether or not you have my dinosaur?
Soup.
Right? Like we get emotionally attached to somebody that doesn't have what we want. And we get stuck on it, of them saying, no, I'm not your friggin' guy. Stop talking to me. And yet we cannot move past that. The people who have the most success in finding deals, in raising money, are the ones who sort faster than anybody else. And if you can sort past people, bad employees in order to find the good ones, bad private money lenders in order to find the good ones, sellers who aren't that motivated in order to find the ones that are, the spouse that you're looking for in order to find that of all the bad ones in order to find the good one. You got to sort faster for all this stuff. You got to sort through more. Quantity leads to quality. So the problem with my buddy who's trying to raise money isn't that he doesn't have access to the money, it's that he's not sorting fast enough. He's trying to turn somebody who's not a private money lender into a private money lender. And he gets stuck on that person. I don't get stuck on that person. You know why? I move next. And I keep on moving past. And I keep talking to more people. And the wider net that I cast, the more likelihood is that somebody's going to come in and say, hey, I have money. I'll invest in that deal. And then when that first person comes back and says, oh, okay, I'm ready to make a decision. I have the money. Hey, I'm sorry. I've already moved past. And this person came in and took that spot. Now, person number one is trained mentally to not sit on their hands anymore and to not delay and to not be a dumbass and think about it too long. Now they're trained for the next deal that comes across their desk that they want to jump in immediately, right? The reason my director of acquisitions, Nick Burton, is so good at acquisitions, the reason that he's nationally renowned for acquisitions and acquiring thousands and thousands of doors isn't because he's great at sales. I would say this to his face. He'll probably watch this video, but he's not the best salesperson. He's very likable. He's really good at, one of the best at building rapport of anybody I've ever seen. But more importantly, he doesn't get emotionally attached. And he's amazing. He's one of the best sorters I've ever seen. He's probably so good at sorting, he doesn't even do any follow-up because he just keeps on sorting past and moving on to new deals, new opportunities, and everything else. So he's so good at sorting that he doesn't get emotionally attached to any given deal. Comes across a deal, oh, hey, we're trying to make this one work, can't make it work. Fuck it, move to the next one. And he just keeps on rolling past and moving on to the next deal, the next deal, the next deal, in order to, boom, finds one that is a deal, and then we can close on that one. And then he keeps on sorting up and down the rows of sellers in order to figure out who's motivated, who's willing to sell or finance, who's willing to get creative, who's willing to sell at a discount, who wants to get out of that property because it's too big of a headache, and how can we help solve that problem? Because he has a sorting mentality. So you can use a sorting mentality in raising money. You can use a sorting mentality in finding deals. You can use a sorting mentality in finding a spouse, in building your team, and finding a dinosaur. So, hey, I hope that's helpful for you guys. Go out there and sort like crazy in order to find the deals that you're looking for, in order to raise the money that you're looking for. And if you got some value out of this, please do me a favor. Just give me a like, give me a comment. I love hearing you guys' feedback on this kind of stuff. And please subscribe to the channel. That really helps the algorithm and helps us help more people. And if there's anything that I can do, if you got any other questions or you got any ideas or topics, I love hearing your feedback on stuff. Put it in the comment section below and I'll create a video for you specifically. So appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Until next time, be your best. Hey, Hudson, what's your favorite animal?
Dinosaur.
A what?
A dinosaur.
A dinosaur. So Hudson, get out of there. Hudson, what is your favorite dinosaur?
All of them.
All of them, but if you had to pick one that's your absolute favorite, which one would it be?
Gigantosaurus.
Gigantosaurus? Okay, because that's the one that you don't have yet. Because you look at it. You got, what's this one?
Pterodactyl.
What's this one?
Mosasaurus.
Moros intrepidus. What's this one?
Spinosaurus.
Spinosaurus. What's this one?
Ankylosaurus.
What's this one?
Silvestre.
What is it? Silurus?
Soloris.
What is this one?
Utahraptor.
Utah raptor. What's that one?
Spinosaurus.
No, that's fun. What's that one?
Allosaurus.
Allosaurus. Okay.